So real quickly, we'll get through these last two. I'm going to throw this one to Garry first because, Garry, you're the guy who said that the Chiefs would repeat as Super Bowl champions. You say that Patrick Mahomes is the baby GOAT, a.k.a. the baby Michael Jordan. Well, Michael Jordan, he three-peat. Not once, but twice. So, Garry, factor cap, the Chiefs will three-peat as Super Bowl champions in 2025.
I'm not going to lie to you. I was really thinking about this question all day. Should I come up here and just say it today? Let me hold off to see what the acquisitions they make. But since I'm a Patrick Mahomes fan, I'm rocking with it. Three-peat it is. Fact. I think the Kansas City Chiefs are going to be doing something that's never been done before. And I don't think ever in NFL history doing a three-peat.
That is correct. It's never happened.
And I think this is the team that could do it, man. They let the Kansas City Chiefs win back-to-back with basically no receivers throughout the regular season in terms of having someone to count on. They have a defense that's one of the youngest defenses that will be coming back next year. Travis Kelce's already ready to go. As long as you got the three-headed goat, like I mentioned earlier, the three-headed baby goats, and Travis Kelce, Patrick Mahomes, and Andy Reid. And you also got, I'm just going to give all the credit to their defense too, and the head coach too on the defensive end. Spagnuolo, he went crazy too. So if they got these guys right now who are, just all ready to go, and they keep supplementing any type of receivers, they just catch the ball from my guy, Patrick Mahomes, and they can just keep him upright in terms of the line, man, that's one of the key things as well. Obviously, I named the whole phases of all the games, but they have those phases locked and loaded in their arsenal. And like we mentioned, like my uncle always said, they always take, and like Kaz mentioned earlier, and how Jaevon was mentioning too, that when you win, they strip your team down. You know what I'm saying? Everyone wants a piece of this, piece of that, and they all want a little Super Bowl champions. Everyone wants a bag. This team, they all been talking about it there in rare air, and they have a chance to do something special. So I'm assuming there might be a little pay cuts to keep this thing together and things of that nature. So I'm going to go on a limb. This is going to be a three-peat. And, yeah, Chiefs 3 run in a row. And then the GOAT conversation gets even more trickier. And we have all these same conversations all again next year. But until I see it happen, until I see Patrick Mahomes lose to somebody, and he keeps knocking down all these great AFC quarterbacks, knocking down the MVP, knocking down basically MVPs in the regular season. 3 guys I mentioned earlier, and Tua and Josh Allen, and knocked out Joe Burrow before, knocked out Trevor Lawrence before, and all these guys are up on his tail, knocking all of them out, man. I just feel like Shaun mentioned, he's going to pull a three-peat like Mike did. So, in fact, they're going to get a three-peat.
Jaevon, factor cap, the Chiefs will three-peat as Super Bowl champions in 2025.
This would be crazy because then people will start saying that Brady never three-peated it. He's so. I think this is a cap. Now it's easy to say that now, but yeah, I'm looking at it from Josh Allen will be back next year. Lamar will have another deep playoff run coming back. Joe Burrow is going to be coming back too. CJ Stroud. Like I said, it's a lot harder in the AFC, but Patrick Mahomes,
he's going to keep doing it.
He does it year in, year out. And the craziest part is the Chiefs will probably get better because I feel like they're going to sign Mike Evans to this team.
Man, oh my fucking God, please no.
And I'm saying
if you get back a number 1 receiver,
I'm saying this pre NFL free agency, and I feel like the Chiefs get Mike Evans. I might have to retract my statement, but for right now, I'm going to say that this is a cap. But I mean, they have the best football. They have the best coach and they have the best quarterback. So usually, when you have 2 of those guys on the same team, it's very tough to overcome. So I'm going to say this is a fact, just due to everybody coming back next year from injury.
Deshaun
Watson.
You mean cap?
Or yeah. So this is definitely a cap for me.
All right, Kaz, factor cap. The Chiefs will three-peat as Super Bowl champions in 2025.
Very hard to factor cap this one just because it's like I'm like, oh, of course they can. Like they can. 100% they can. Like,
but will they?
Will they?
You gotta say cap as Eagles fan. I know my team's out. That's why I know it.
Man.
Anytime Kenny Pickett's your quarterback, yeah.
All the Chiefs got to do is get there.
They just got
to get there, man. And they have proven time and time again. Mahomes has been it's fact. It's fact. Mahomes, has he ever missed an AFC Championship game?
No.
What's that answer?
No.
No.
he
He's been
hasn't.
every.
Not as a starter.
How many more
Yeah.
years do you need for him? This is the worst roster that they've had since he's been in a quarterback, if I'm not mistaken. They don't have and they won. They started the season off. They were not favored to win the Super Bowl. They weren't even favored to even come out of the division up until I think it's like week 7 or 8. I think it was. Yeah, but like week 7 or 8 is where we start to see that the Broncos were going to Bronco and become who they ended up being. But regardless, they were a high mid-tier team all season long. And I think it was me and Gary maybe said it best when we were talking about the playoffs. Who's the scariest team? We both said, I think Kev did too, said it's the Chiefs. They proved it again.
Too.
How many more years do you need for Patrick Mahomes to just make it to it? All you gotta do, you already got it's already set in stone. They're gonna get to the AFC Championship game. So that's already there. You don't have to even wait for that. So all they have to do is just win that game. This is 100% fact. I think that if we ain't there, you know what I'm saying? But if we there, I can't say that.
Yeah, well, that didn't do anything last year.
If we there, I can't say that. But if I'm trying to be unbiased and be real right now, I will say it is fact. I could totally see it happening, and I would not be surprised if it does happen. They're only going to get better. They're going to get their, pick number 32 and 64 in the draft. They're going to get they don't need a stud receiver. They're going to get one. You got Rasheed Rice. You got Kadarius Toney. I know it's nothing, but Kadarius Toney. You got Marquez Valdes-Scantling just came back. Kelce ain't going anywhere. Mahomes obviously ain't going anywhere. Their offensive line is going to continue to get better. They're only going to get better. This was the year for them to not be good. And they're going to come back even. This is a fact. I hate to admit it, but it's a fact. They're going to 3.
The reason why they
the Eagles ain't there
seed is because Kadarius Toney lined up offsides.
Well, they would have been the number 2 seed, but nevertheless.
Yeah. But regardless, I mean, he's done. How many things has Mahomes done that were like, okay, like, well, he's never been. See it more. He's not. Yeah, he's never won a playoff game on the road. Well, he went to Buffalo and just said, "Well, here it is, laid it on the table for him." You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, bro, like, well, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. Like, and then everybody makes excuses. Like, bro, making excuses. Look at their damn team. You act like they got the best Chiefs team we've ever seen, and they're also in the refs are on their side, bro. Y'all had nothing but a golden opportunity to take this team down and go in there and handle business the way that a lot of these great AFC teams should have done, and you couldn't do it. Why? The referees. Come on, bro. Come on.
No,
man.
it's because we didn't know the overtime rules. That's why.
No, not you guys. Not you guys. I'm talking AFC teams that complain about because there's Ravens fans saying like, oh my god, like. We should have this and that, and then you got Bills fans. Like,
Marshall not through interception, then.
Yeah, it's like, bro, like you have the roster, go out there and do it. It's 100% a fact, man. Unless we're there, but if we're not there, it's a fact.
All right, factor cap. The Chiefs will three-peat as Super Bowl champions in 2025. I say that this is cap. It has never happened in NFL history. I'll even take a look at all of the great teams that have repeated as Super Bowl champions, which. That's what Travis Kelce was saying going into this game and how big of a deal it was. As he said, like, I know that there's a club of teams that have repeated as Super Bowl champions, and it has now happened 9 times. You have the Packers, the Dolphins, the Steelers did it twice, 49ers, Cowboys, Broncos, and Patriots. Now the Chiefs just joined that club. But of those 8 previous 2-time champions back-to-back, none of them were able to accomplish it. Not only were they not able to win a Super Bowl for the 3rd year in a row, they did not even reach the Super Bowl. We've seen the Patriots make it back trying to repeat, and they failed to repeat. They lost to the Eagles. But the team that has gone back-to-back hasn't even made it back to the game. Yeah, Kaz, I see the ring. Keep rubbing it. But anyways, I said that this is cap because not only has back-to-back champions not won a Super Bowl in the 3rd consecutive year, but they haven't even made it back to the game. And I know that if anyone's going to do it, it's Patrick fucking Mahomes. But, the thing that's unfortunate about a sport, especially like football, is all it takes is one injury. One injury to Patrick Mahomes, one injury to Travis Kelce, and your season is a wrap. But I will say that a devastating injury to Patrick Mahomes is probably the only way that a lot of teams will even have a chance to win the Super Bowl in coming up years. Knock on wood, I hope that doesn't happen. But I'm just saying there's a lot of factors that could happen that lead to them not even getting back to the Super Bowl. And that's also what like
This is the
grinds
same
my
thing about
gears
back-to-back
so
too.
much. But that's what grinds my gears so much. Not even so much about the 2 Super Bowl losses to the Chiefs. To me, the biggest missed opportunity within the last 5 years was in 2021 when Jaquaski Tart dropped the interception in the NFC Championship game against the Rams. In the 1 year, in the last 5 years, that Patrick Mahomes did not make it to a Super Bowl, the 49ers couldn't get there either because they couldn't beat the team that they beat 8 times in a row. And so to me, that's the biggest missed opportunity was 2021. The 49ers could have and should have won the Super Bowl that year, but yet they missed their opportunity. And that season stands out to me more than even these 2 Super Bowl losses to the Chiefs. But I say that this is cap. The Chiefs will not repeat.